If you have a pension coming into retirement, the way you think about your money, your investment, and your entire retirement plan needs to be completely different from everyone else. And most people with pensions don't realize this. They're planning retirement with wrong way, and it could cost them years of unnecessary work. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how a pension changes your retirement math. Let's get into it. Most people think retirement as a number. I need to save $1 million, $2 million, whatever the number is for you. And while that's not completely wrong, it's incomplete because what you actually need in retirement isn't a net worth number. It's cash flow. Here's a simple example. Say someone tells you they have $1 million saved, but that $1 million doesn't mean they're spending $1 million a year. What it really means is they can withdraw about 4 to 5% of that every year, which is $40,000 to $50,000 annually. That's a number that actually matters, not the million. The $40,000 to $50,000 of annual income it generates. Now, here's where pension become incredibly powerful and where most people completely undervalue them. If your pension pays you $5,000 a month, that's $60,000 a year to generate that same $60,000 from a regular investment portfolio using the 4% rule. You would need $1.5 million saved. Your pension is essentially worth $1.5 million. Even if it never shows up on your bank statement that way, this is the perspective shift. Stop thinking about net worth. Start thinking about cash flow. Let me walk you through the actual math so this becomes completely clear. Let's say you want to spend $80,000 a year in retirement without a pension. You and your spouse have $30,000 coming in from Social Security. That leaves a $50,000 gap that needs to come from your investment portfolio. To generate $50,000 a year at a 4% withdrawal rate, you need roughly $1.25 million saved. Now let's add a pension. Same scenario. $80,000 is what you want to spend. $80,000 is what you want to spend. $30,000 comes from Social Security. Now your pension adds another $20,000 a year. Suddenly, only $30,000 need to come from your portfolio, which means you only need around $600,000 to $750,000 saved, not $1.25 million. Your pension is just cut your required saving almost in half. And take this to the extreme. If your pension and Social Security together fully cover your $80,000 annual expenses, you technically don't need any money in a portfolio to retire comfortably. That's how powerful a pension is when you actually understand the math behind it. Now, here are three critical things most people with pensions don't think about, and getting this wrong can seriously hurt you. Number one, does your pension have a cost of living adjustment? Government pensions usually do. Private pensions usually don't. Why does this matter? Inflation. If your pension pays $50,000 a year today but doesn't increase with inflation, in 10 years that $50,000 buys significantly less. Year 1, you're fine, but the gap grows every single year. If your pension has no cost of living adjustment, you need a plan for that gap from day 1, not after it becomes a problem. Number 2, survivorship options. This one is extremely important. If you're married with a 401k or IRA, if you pass away, your spouse inherited the full amount and the income it generates continues. With a pension, it works differently. You will typically have two options: a single life option, which pays you a higher monthly amount but stops when you die, or a joint and survivor option, which pays significantly less monthly but continues paying your spouse after you're gone. A lot of people take the higher single life amount thinking they're getting more money. But if you pass away early, your spouse could be left with no pension income for 20 or 30 more years. Think very carefully about this decision. It could be one of the most important financial choices you ever make. Number 3, how should you invest when you have a pension? Traditional advice says be conservative in retirement because you're pulling from your portfolio. But if your pension already covers all your expenses, you don't need to pull from your portfolio at all. And that changes everything. You can actually afford to invest more aggressively because you're not dependent on that money for monthly income. More risks means more long-term growth potential. And if you don't need the money short term, you can ride out markets ups and downs without panic. Of course, this depends on your personal comfort level. But the point is, don't invest like a typical 65 years old just because you are 65. Your pension changes the rules for you. Here's one thing I want you to remember from this video. A pension is one of the most valuable retirement assets you can have, but only if you understand how to use it properly. Think cash flow, not net worth. Plan for inflation, protect your spouse, and invest based on your actual needs, not someone else's rule. If this video helped you think about your retirement differently, hit the like button and subscribe. Every Monday and Wednesday, I break down US retirement topics simply and clearly so you can make smarter decisions for your future. See you in the next one.